Okay, so I'll quickly demonstrate how to create a virtual machine um, and install Rocky Linux. So quickly, and you can review. So I can, within VMware Workstation, I click on Home and I click Create New Virtual Machine. And I choose Custom, click Next, click Next. Say, I will install the operating system later. Click Next. And for the Linux, so I choose Rocky Linux 64-bit. Click Next. And you give a machine name, for example, Tony Rocky Linux. I just call Tony Rocky Linux. And make sure location is not going to OneDrive because if your computers, it goes to the documents directory, but if your Windows is configured to back up your documents to the cloud, it automatically maps the documents directory under OneDrive. And OneDrive, the free version of the free OneDrive has only 5 gigs. It won't have enough space. It's caused lots of problems. So pay attention to the location. If it doesn't go to OneDrive, you are fine to make it into documents. But if it shows OneDrive, or even better, if you have another drive, you can put it in there. So in this computer, let me see, I go to this PC, D, I have D drive. So I'll make a new directory called Tony Rocky Linux. So you need to make sure every VM goes to its own directory. If you by accidentally putting like 2 virtual machines in the same directory, you can only start one virtual machine. The other machine cannot start. So make sure every virtual machine goes into their own directory. Don't mix them up. So for example, I have Ubuntu, I have Rocky Linux, they goes to separate directory. I click next, and you can configure number of processors, but I take the default. And you can configure the memory. Again, I take the default 2 gigs. And the network connection, I use NAT. Controller types, I use the default. And disk type, I use default or recommended. And I create new virtual disk. And here, I like to store everything in a single file because the default option creates multiple files, but there's some benefits. But for me, sometimes I export and reuse this machine. I don't want to manage lots of files, so I store virtual disk as a single file. But this is not important. It's actually, it says splitting the disks. The disk makes it easier to move. Anyway, so for me, I feel it's easy for me to manage just as a single file. And I take next to take the file name. And then I click customize hardware. So here I want to change the CD DVD settings. The installation, you must put the ISO file, which you might have already downloaded from Rocky Linux websites. So let me go to my downloads folder. Normally the file is ISO file. It goes to downloads directory, but I don't have it. Maybe I already put into somewhere else. So let me find it out. Maybe I put into D. No, it won't be D. Maybe I put into Google Drive or anyway. Normally it's in your default. So I don't remember where did I put Drive. That's no good. I forgot. Where did I put it? Still have it. Rocky Linux. So on Windows machine, you download the x86 64 DVD. So on MacBook, you use a ARC 64. So I'm using Windows 11. I pick up this x86 and then I click close and click finish and power on this virtual machine. So here, there are three options: install, test this media, and install, and troubleshooting. So I click mouse in first, so you can move the keyboard. I can choose. Otherwise, if you don't click, you cannot choose. So I move it to install and press enter. So the installation begins. So lots of information on the screen showing the progress, starting installer. It's going to show a GUI interface. You can use your mouse. Mouse is working and you can click. So the language, we choose English and English Canada. Click continue. If it's not working, and you click another time, second time, and check everything with this exclamation. So let's say system installation destination. Click on this. And the default size of this is 20 gigabytes. And you click done. And root password, you gave a root password. So please remember this root password. And then you click done. So don't change anything here. Or it says lock root account is unlocked. Actually, it's not chosen. And allow root SSH login with password is not chosen. So basically, the root user cannot log into the server remotely. It can only log into the server locally. And then you can begin installation. And also, I suggest everyone to create a new user. But without creating new user, you can begin installation, but it's better. I mean, let's create new user. So full name is your full name. It's automatically take my first initial last name. and make this user administrator. So you can log in the user, run sudo command to perform admin task. And click done. Password do not match. Words do not match. Click done. Begin installation. And now you can put forward. If you are watching this recording, you can forward instead of waiting here to watch this progress. But I have to wait. Yeah, I'll pause the recording so we don't have to spend time watching this. Okay, welcome back. So I start recording so you can just see the installation is finished. And I'll click reboot. And so for the VM installation, the CD is still in the DVD drive. So we need to take the disk out, but sometimes the Linux can automatically eject the disk. Let's see if it doesn't eject, we have to take it out. So I'll press enter. When you see terminated, you press enter, see what happens, but nothing happens. So it's why is it stuck here? Maybe I'll come. I'll go to the settings. Let's see if the disk is taken out. The disk is still here. The DVD disk. It says terminated. It didn't reboot properly. So what is that? Okay. So is it same thing? I think I don't remember. But anyway, so in this case, it says terminated. I'll turn it off, power off, and I'll take the disk out. Take the CD disk out. This one is broken. Yeah. And start it again. No, I don't want to. Can I no this? Yeah, that's okay. Doesn't matter. Looks it's working fine. So just wait. Yeah, it's coming. And if I log in here with my password, now I have successfully installed Rocky Linux. I'm going to stop the recording.